Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Kevin with Mikkel, and today is a very special day for us. 3 years ago today, Mikkel and I sat in this very dining room, and we met each other for the first time that day, and we recorded a video, Beyonce versus Janet. We yelled and screamed at each other the whole time, and if you've seen that video, the microphone, we done went from all kinds of cameras. The microphone was so fucking staticky. The quality of the video was terrible, but you guys seemed to enjoy that video. And you know, Mikkel and I, we tried to recapture what we did that day. And you know, for some... and for some, the cat is just having fun playing with this trash.
The cat? The cat.
The cat.
With an S.
Or the kitten. Can't wait for him to pick it up. So anyway... we didn't know what we was going to record about or talk about, but we didn't want to talk about Beyonce. But y'all know damn well, 3 years later, we still talking about Beyonce. And we still going to keep talking about Beyonce so people can stop complaining about us talking. That's getting on there. Hold on. Where's the prop? Move! Get out of here.
Don't shoo them over here. Don't do that. Don't shoo them over here.
But, you know, the chemistry between us is just crazy. So, you know, I had to, like, Mikkel had to be the co-host. So, in October 2008, you know, I made Mikkel the co-host. But a lot of people still don't understand, how did Mikkel and I start recording videos together? How did we meet? That's something that a lot of people ask. I'm like, well, don't y'all know? Well, Mikkel and I met through a website that is no longer here anymore. MySpace.
I was about to say Adam for Adam.
Oh, no,
it's
girl.
There,
okay.
And I was not on there.
Okay, or BGC. Okay, you on BGC.
Who's on BGC?
You ain't seen your picture on there?
I better not the hell be on
there.
there.
Girl, you are on there.
Is it a cute picture? I'm just saying.
Say no,
I'm not.
But he's not on there. He don't do those kind of
nah.
dating sites or whatever.
No.
But yeah, he used to be so mean to me, y'all. He'd be like, "Oh, you need to put your shirt on. You need to do this. You need to do that." MySpace. Yes. He had pictures with fingers in his fucking nose besides Beyonce pictures. He's talking about me and what I need to do on my profile.
And mind you, that's when I had hair.
Yes. The lack thereof hair. You know, the lack of hair that was up there.
Don't play with me.
Yes. I mean, it was alright, but you can see that it was, you know, that hairline was coming in the way.
Oh, you just tried it.
I mean, you tried.
You just tried it. You really tried it.
Yes. But he was still making YouTube videos, though. He was singing Beyonce songs on YouTube. But he seen me do a video on YouTube about Beyonce, and he finally couldn't take it no more after I invited him on plenty other times. And that day, August 15, 2008, we met, and the video was actually facing that way. So, we was in front of the air conditioner, just yelling at each other. But, you know, we have come so far just sitting in this dining room.
It was hot 3 years ago, and it's still hot today.
It wasn't hot 3 years ago.
And they had central air 3 years ago, and it was hot. And they have central air today, and it's still hot.
He's trying to come for us.
Well, but watch, when you see, look, the sweat is already piling on the hair.
Yes, it is.
See, it's hot.
The vent needs to be cleaned out. But other than that,
3 years later, and it still needs to be cleaned out.
Oh, this good striving, man. You know what? You need to go home down there. You're trying it. But yeah, man, this has been a very, very fun ride. You know, we had our ups and we had our downs. You know, at least one time a year we curse at each other and scream at each other. Yeah. At least one good time.
I think our big curse out was the money.
Yes. Yeah, but he tried it.
Let me tell y'all something. When Kevin and I curse each other out, like seriously, no joking, no laughing, but seriously curse each other out, we curse each other out. Mm-hmm. And usually it's in this dining room, and usually your family is watching us, and then when it gets heated, then somebody stops us.
Because first they want to hear all the business.
First they want to hear all the business. First they want to hear all the business of why it is we're cursing each other out. You know? And you know, this one likes to spill all the tea. I like to curse him out, but I don't like to spill all the tea. But then when he starts spilling tea, you don't do this and I get...
Okay.
You know? But then his mother had to break us up the last time we cursed each other out. And she's one of the reasons why I was in Miami this year.
Yes. Because I was not having it. I was not having it. I said, "No, you won't be there now." No, I'm just okay. I'll just say it like, you know, people watch the Skorpion Show. It's not just me when they see the Skorpion Show. When they think of the Skorpion Show, they think of both of us.
But some of them do think it's just you. Clearly.
Oh, and they be trying Mikkel in person.
Oh yeah,
they do. They be like, "Oh, but no, it's you. It's just you." And I be like, "Well, here's Mikkel."
Those are the ones who don't like me. They can't stand me.
That's Mikkel, and they really act like they don't know who he is when we've been together all this time. And the girls try me too, especially the Beyonce ones.
No, they
speak
don't.
To Mikkel.
They don't say nothing bad to you.
Oh my God, we was at the Beyonce concert. Oh my God, they was like, "Hey Mikkel, I love you on the show," and I'm like, "Okay."
No, they did not.
I just know they're gonna say my name.
Oh, well, how about when we was at Good Morning America and that Beyonce fan ran up to you and you said they go Mikkel, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I love you, Skorpion," and I'm like, "Oh no."
He's like, but he said, but he's just the co-host.
Oh yes,
that's it. Oh shit! Now you know why you gonna do that in front of his friends? In front of Nietzsche?
No, here go Nietzsche. Oh, that bitch tried. I said, "Let's go, Nietzsche. Let's go, let's go, let's go." Because I know if she say something, then we really gonna be out there arguing.
Okay, and he was nice though.
He was nice to me.
I can't remember his name, but he was nice. Man, I do have a bunch of shout outs. Should I do them now or should I do them later?
Oh yeah, but let me just say this. For those of y'all who throw us shade, like for those people who throw shade at me when y'all talking to Kevin and I'm standing right there, or for people who throw shade at Kevin while you're talking to me, we don't get upset because afterwards we talk about it and we laugh about it. So I don't want y'all to think, "Oh, I just got that bitch together." I mean, no, you did not. we find it funny. Okay. I think we actually look forward to people throwing shade at us because we both know everybody don't like us.
But yeah, everybody's not, and people think that okay. If I tweet, "Oh, I love Mikkel, but I don't like the Skorpion," like we gonna hate each other over that. No. You just make yourself look like a fool. Because you're still watching us, and I'm not even gonna go there about anything else. But just thank you for watching, you know, and thank you to everyone who always thumbs up our videos. Either you thumb it up or thumb it down. Thank you so much for rating. And people always say, "But why do you keep saying rate the video? Rate, rate, rate." People think we get paid from rating the video. No. The reason why I say comment the video is because people will get to see that, you know, they're watching the videos, that people are paying attention, and when we go to sit down and have these talks for television, we want proof that, you know, you guys enjoy what we do. So that's why I say rate, 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 comment, 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 you know? So I want you guys to do that and just share the videos with everybody, because basically right now the Skorpion Show is just word of mouth. So you have to tell everyone. Don't just keep it as a guilty pleasure. Tell everyone that you watch the Skorpion Show. Don't be ashamed to say that you watch the Skorpion Show. You know, the celebrities be watching. You know, we are the industry's best kept secret.
Oh my God, we really are.
We are. Because they watch. And then they wait till you at the event to say, "Oh, I love what you do."
You know, I noticed that too, because the celebrities that we've met, I always find it so shocking to me when I find out that a certain celebrity watches us. But then I realize they watch. They just don't say anything until they see us in person. And then they'll be like, and then you be looking like, "Wait,
me?
Is Lady Gaga telling me to come here?" Like, what? And then she'll, "I love your show." And I'm like, "Oh." Or when Tony Braxton set me down and was like, "I just love it." And I was like, "Oh, okay." Tony Braxton, I grew up with that deep ass voice, and you telling me you love me? Girl! My dad used to play you all the time in the car.
Stop it.
Okay.
Shout out to the Braxtons.
Shout out to
Let's try to get it together. Tony, Tracy, Tawanda, Trina, and Tamar.
And Mother
and Miss Evelyn. Shout out to y'all. You know, we love y'all. And, you know, Tamar and Vince, thank y'all so much for believing in the Skorpion Show. For, you know, just having our backs and all the advice that you give us. Especially Vince, because when we was in LA, Vince got on us. Like, he kind of like gave us like a pep talk. So, you know, it was like a pep talk. But it was still like, what's the word? Inspiring. Like
it was like your father. You know your father and your mother love you when they give you that harsh tone. But he says it to us behind closed doors, you know, as he should. And he tells us, you know, what we got to do and how we got to step up our game and so. But that's how it should be. Like, you should never work with someone or be partners with someone and they not be able to tell you what it is that you're doing right and what it is that you're doing wrong. Like, for instance, you and I will have some conversations where I'll say, well, Kevin, you shouldn't have did that, or you did that wrong. And then, of course, you will say, no, I did not. You don't know what you're talking about. But then, like, 2 days later, you'll say, well, yeah, you were kind of right. And vice versa. You see what I'm saying? But that's how it should always be. When you work with people, there should never be a point where you can't say you did. Because I know y'all all say to me, you always talk about your coworkers. Do they? Well, my coworker now, it's just me and her in an office together. Okay? And we've been working together since 2007. And since 2007, she and I have had a few arguments. Mind you, it's just two of us in a small office. We've had our arguments and we've had our disagreements. But we still are able to communicate and talk to each other because we know that you're not necessarily being mean. You're just saying, you know, and you want somebody to do that. You don't want somebody to be fake and be like, oh, no, you're doing something right, when you know you're really not doing something right. So that's basically what it is.
Yeah, so.
Just like I had to get Tamar together on the phone that day, and she knows what I'm talking about.
Oh, God. Well, I had to get her together, too, you know.
And then she had the nerve to call me and say, no, I was not right. You are wrong. Nah, girl. Don't do it, okay? I love you like a sister, Tamar, but I will get you together on this phone.
All right. And you know what? That was hard for me, too, because it's like, you know, they on TV, and I'm like, okay, so if I sugarcoat it, they're going to be like, oh, you being fake. So I'm like, there's no way I could beat around the bush with this one. You know, Tamar was just a hot mess in some episodes.
But Tamar does not want us to sugarcoat it. That's why Tamar loves us.
Mm-hmm. And she know that we got a job to do.
Yes. And so she may disagree with what we said.
And call us the next day
and say, well, I didn't like what you said in the video. Well, I didn't like what you said on TV. Oh, okay. You didn't like what I said on my tube, and I didn't like what you said on yours.
Yes. So hopefully this season, she gets it together with saying how she feels, but not saying it in a hurtful way.
I have a feeling Tamar is going to have several seats on this season. Because she's been telling a few people to have several seats on Twitter.
If she tell Tracy to have several seats.
If she tell Tracy to have several seats, I'm going to jump out of a window and find a seat to sit in. No other sister but Tracy. Okay. He tells Tracy.
And you know Tracy's going to be complaining about her record deal. And how Tamar fucking it up. Not how Tony fucking it up.
And you know what? Let's just get into this video.
Yes. The shout-outs will come later. We're first. You know who we're going to open it up with? One of the legendary singers in the world, Beyonce.
Oh, that's so cute.
Legendary. Say no.
Don't do it. Mother's a legend.
What's up, Miss Inspiration?
Who's that on your shirt? Diana Ross?
I heard this was
Naomi no, that's Campbell. Nobody. I thought that was...
I heard it was Naomi Campbell.
But it doesn't have a face.
I don't know.
I thought in the camera, from right here, it looks like it has a face. But when I look at it right here, it doesn't look like it has a face.
But this girl gives me Solange a little bit.
You can't see her face.
You can't see her face?
No. Oh, no. She looks like Diana Ross. That looks like Diana Ross.
Hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I heard it was Naomi Campbell. And
I've never seen
Naomi I got the shirt from American Eagle a couple months ago. But Beyonce is doing her 4 nights at the Roseland Ballroom this week, and last night was show number 1. But before we talk about show number 1, let's talk about how these tickets went on sale and nobody could get their hands on it if they wasn't a Citibank member. And we are not
or a Beyonce online.
Or and okay, well, Mikkel doesn't do all of that the websites and stuff. But I mean, for the fans, like, we trying to get our tickets, and I log on at 4 o'clock, and I could not get a motherfucking ticket at 4 o'clock. It was saying, oop, all the tickets are going. I'm like, how all the tickets are going? Then I seen the stories all over the blogs that Beyonce done sold out the first night in 22 seconds. I'm like, 22 seconds for real? Like, well, damn. Like, well, she should have just had this in a different venue, because it's not fair that I can't get a ticket as soon as I log on. And then they had the members, like, if you had a pre-sale code, you could buy it an hour before, and you know, whoever got the card, the tickets are fucking going when they're going to sell to the regular public. So, to me, I didn't think it was fair. But, so I won't be at the show. But, you know, it's alright, because I'll wait till Beyonce comes to Madison Square Garden, and when she comes to the Wachovia Center, I will see Beyonce there. You know? But Mikkel was probably madder than me.
Why? Oh, was I?
He was madder than me. Okay?
I was pissed.
He was so pissed.
I was so pissed.
Tell him. What did you do?
I got on my phone and I emailed Beyonce's publicist asking her why or how did the tickets sell out before the public even had a chance. Now, I think in some instances, some people probably would have thought that I would have been a little bit selfish and just thought about me. But I actually, in the email, was concerned about the public. Because I felt as though a lot of people who are big fans of Beyonce's, like for instance, I have a lot of friends who are big fans of Beyonce's. They may not be crazy fans like I am, but they're big fans. And they're not members of any of her websites. You see what I'm saying? So they're fans. So I felt bad for those people because they wanted to see Beyonce and they couldn't. Nobody really gave me a definitive answer. Only that the pre-sales, of course, like Kevin said, the pre-sale tickets went on sale for those Citibank members, which I found out Citibank is a rather large bank.
I've never heard
in
of
New York
Citibank.
City. And you never heard of Citibank? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've heard of Citibank. And to members of Beyonce's website. Now, what I found was very interesting is that a few people that I know who are members of Beyonce's website, they were supposed to get a pre-sale code that some of them didn't even receive.
I didn't get no pre-sale.
And Kevin is actually a member of Beyonce's website, and he didn't get a pre-sale code either. So I was kind of confused at who was getting these codes, and it was just a little disheartening for me because a lot of people wanted to go and they could not go. Hopefully, this is how I look at it. Hopefully in the future, if Beyonce has more shows in the future, hopefully if they are having a standing room only type of venue, hopefully standing room only won't have pre-sale. Because I don't understand what was the point of giving them a pre-sale if everybody's going to be standing the hell up. I just didn't understand it. I thought it should have just been one wholesale, no pre-sale. And if you're going to make a pre-sale should not be 1 hour before the general public gets their hands on the tickets. Because by the time that hour's up, the tickets are gone. You know what I mean? And majority of the people who bought the tickets were websites or people who were buying the tickets and then selling the tickets for a much higher price. I wasn't going on nobody's website.
I would really consider going on like StubHub. I mean, the ticket's only $50 more. And Beyonce is worth the extra $50.
Beyonce is worth the $50. She is. But at the same time, if you know that the original price is $116, and if you could save $50 extra dollars, of course you're going to want to you're going to want to save $50. I know that Beyonce is worth the price, but I was not going to StubHub to spend close to $200 for a ticket when I could have gotten a ticket for $116. I just wasn't doing that because I didn't think it was fair that those tickets were even going that fast. You see what I'm saying? I just think that in the future, when they put tickets on sale, that they should use this as a lesson. Like, you know what? Maybe we shouldn't do it like we did it at the Roseland Ballroom. Because tickets, even though all 4 nights were sold out, but all 4 nights are sold. Who are those people that bought the tickets? That's a lot of Beyonce members and Citibank.
I know how Janet did it was, Janet had it as though the first couple rows, you could buy, you pick the seat that you want. Well, this is not a seat, but a certain number of tickets were on sale for pre-sale. After those were sold, the rest of the tickets went on sale to the general public, which I don't think is a bad idea. But it's just crazy that it's just so fast. But then again, it's Beyonce.
Yeah,
so
it is. I mean, you're right, but still,
they were gone.
Yeah, they were gone, and it kind of because I was on Beyonce online at 3:58 at work. Waiting to buy my ticket, and then
and how many other people in the New York area? It's 8 million people live in New York. So it's you.
I don't have nothing to do with those 8 million people. I'm talking about me.
It's you
in Philadelphia. I'm not talking about 8 million people
area or DC. You know,
I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about me.
But hey, shout out to Beyonce. 4 nights, and Mikkel is going to the show. By the way,
yes.
He is going. I was going to go. Then my nephew begged me for the ticket, and I kind of felt bad because I'm like, he never get a chance to go nowhere or to the shows because he always working. So I'm like, okay, well, you can go on my space. Kel curses me out last night. Then we ended up talking for 30 minutes about this show.
I didn't curse you out.
Well, he didn't curse me out, but we ended up talking for like 30 minutes, and then
I had a few choice words for Kevin,
yes.
And then after those few choice words, then we had a good kiki conversation.
That's not telling what we talked about.
Because some things y'all don't need to know.
Yes.
Let's just know we had a good kiki conversation.
Yes.
About the industry and lack thereof.
Okay, all right. So You know, everybody that went enjoy yourselves. Oh, boy, enjoy yourselves. That's going. Hope y'all have a good time.
Did you see the clips?
Yes.
Did you like the clips?
I liked some of them. Some of them, I think that like Beyonce is feeling the energy too much. She don't care how she's singing. But other than that,
well, this was the first night.
I know, but it's not. I mean, you normally don't hear Beyonce sing off key. In some songs, she was singing off key. I'm not being smart, but I think it was just the energy from
what
that
song
room.
Was she singing off key?
Because I know Love on Top. She knew she couldn't go on some of them stuff.
Well, I thought she sounded great on Love on Top. I thought I Care. She killed I Care when she was sitting on.
I Care. On I Care, she knew not to try to follow she knew not to do the second part. What was it?
But see,
I mean, she was okay.
See, that's the thing. That's the thing about Beyonce. Beyonce knows what it is that she can and cannot do live. Whereas you have some artists, Christina Aguilera, who likes to go overboard, Jennifer Hudson, who likes to go overboard on certain notes that they know they cannot do live. Like, I understand you can hit those certain notes in the studio, but if you're going to try to do it live, rehearse the note a little bit more. And if you cannot do it, then substitute that note with an ad-lib. You see what I'm saying? And that's what Beyonce did on I Care. That last guitar part that I know what you're talking about, she totally did not do it. And then she started ad-libbing because she knew she couldn't do it right then. Now, she'll probably be able to do it later on. But for the first night, she couldn't do it. And she knew she couldn't do it, so she didn't do it. And she didn't attempt to do it. Maybe some artists need to take note.
But I still enjoyed what I seen. And
I enjoyed what I seen too.
I would have enjoyed
I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it.
So Beyonce's husband, Jay-Z, and his best friend, Kanye West, released a new video for Otis. Not only did they release the CD last week, the video came out. I just said that. I don't know why I said that again. But the video for Otis came out on BET and MTV. And, you know, I watched the video. And, I mean, some people are like, yeah, I love this video. But to me, the video wasn't that special. What I got from this video is that I have money to blow. I can tear up a car. And I could drive around with it. I could spark the ground with hot girls in it. And, you know, they just is having fun. But, like, well, the song is just like the video, pointless.
Well, I think that why a lot of people like the video is because, yeah, they have money. And, yes, they tore up in a Maybach and made it into, like, this race car looking car. But at the same time, here you get to see Kanye West and Jay-Z, especially Jay-Z, in an element that you're not used to seeing him in. You're not used to seeing Jay-Z act like a big kid and smile and just going crazy. And you could tell that him and Kanye West were really having fun. And I think that was one of the reasons why I liked the video so much, because it was plain and it was simple and it wasn't over the top. It wasn't these different outfit changes and the jewelry and the ring. It was just them and their white t-shirts and their jeans having fun with four girls in the back of a car. And I said I wish I was one of those girls in that car. Because I would have just loved, but it just looked like they had fun. And I really liked the video. And I liked the song, so big ups to Jay-Z.
But I will say, I listened to the album last week.
Did you like it?
I enjoyed the album.
Oh, good.
Now, the album does starts off slow. But once you get to the middle part, with that, I think it starts with like, who gonna stop me? On, I fucking loved it. The songs with Frank Ocean, great songs. Great songs. I think it's called Made in America. So good. But the only thing I did not like is that eerie circus music that was like going in between the songs. I did not like that. I don't know what that shit was about, but it's still a good album.
Ooh,
shout out to Jay-Z and Kanye West for Watch the Throne.
So you would tell people to go get it?
Yeah, I say buy it. It's good. But you know, they go in on a lot of people subliminally. They do.
It's Jay-Z and Beyonce.
They are going.
Jay-Z and Beyonce. It's
Okay,
Jay-Z.
she do too.
Yeah,
she reads in her interviews too.
She does too. See, because I'm not. I don't have to change my.
Ty to her right. Yes, yes, Ty. So, Tiamat.
I didn't get that, but
no,
the Skorpion Show to her right.
What you do watch? I know you do.
Down.
Yes.
And what she said, she took a cue from me. You know, when I said, well, you know, some of our old videos when I used to say, well, Beyonce doesn't have to switch up her hair every other album to be relevant. And what did Beyonce say in that Access Hollywood video? I don't have to really switch up my hair. I focus more on my vocals. I say, yes, bitch, you better be watching the Skorpion Show and listening to what I'm saying. Because when's the last time you ever heard Beyonce say something like that? Never.
All right, I'll let him take the credit for that one.
Okay. ting. I don't want to toot my own horn, but beep the fuck beep.
Oh, you know what I want to talk about? Beep the fuck beep on this. So Britney Spears is having a tribute at the VMAs, and everybody is up in arms about it. But Britney done been in the game almost 20 years, ever since her Disney Channel days. She came out with Baby Hit Me Baby One More Time, Oops I Did It Again, Britney, Blackout, Circus. Like, Britney done sold over 100 million albums. Like, why can't Britney have a tribute? Because she don't sing live?
No, that's
not a good enough. I mean, that's a good enough reason why she shouldn't have one.
No.
Britney got so much hate. I want to know, why is there so much hate for Britney? Do you think she deserves a tribute?
Well, first of all, I'm not the biggest Britney Spears fan in the world, as you are, I'm sure you. But I feel as though Britney Spears is deserving of the tribute because of the fact that, like you said, Britney Spears, when her first song came out, I was in middle school. When she was walking through that hallway with this schoolgirl outfit. I was in Finletter Elementary School when that came out. I think I was like in the 8th or 7th grade when that came out. Whatever the case may be.
I know I was in high school.
I was young. No, you weren't in high school.
I was in 9th grade.
Oh, you were.
Britney came out in 98.
Oh, you were in high school?
My loneliness.
Thank God, that's what I was on. But anyway, Britney Spears is deserving. Like, I mean, so okay, she doesn't sing live on a lot of her songs. Neither does Janet. But the point that I'm trying to make is they're well deserving of these tributes. Britney Spears has accomplished more with her lip syncing ass, more than half of these girls out here probably will ever accomplish in their entire career. You see what I'm saying? So I mean, even though I think that's a little.
It's Britney, bitch.
Yeah, like, come on. Like, but you know, people said the same thing about My Girl when Billboard honored her. They felt as though she wasn't deserving of it.
That
she didn't accomplish
to me, I think that was different. Now, if Billboard was having like a tribute, like I think Billboard just made up a name and just say, "Hey, we're gonna just get it to Beyonce." But now, if it was a tribute that they do every year to someone and they decide to give it to her, I mean, okay.
So they made up a name and gave it to Beyonce. What's the problem with that? Because I guarantee you, if it was that same award that they made up and the name was Janet instead of Beyonce, you would
Janet already, she's deserving. She's been in the game.
But but that's not your argument with Beyonce. Your argument with Beyonce is it was a made up award that they just made up for her. That's your argument.
Yes.
That's your argument. Okay, well, then what's the difference of it being a made up award that they just give to Janet? It's not a real award.
What you mean? They shouldn't have given it to Janet anyway.
No, but that wouldn't be.
But what I'm saying is,
Janet already, and all the people watching this video know that would not be your argument.
If they decide to give Janet something today, like, you're damn right, she deserves another tribute.
No, I'm not talking about something.
I'm talking about Billboard.
I'm talking about that same award that they gave.
Hello, she's been here for 25 years.
Okay, but so what? So what? And Beyonce's been here for 15 years.
Musically,
Beyonce's been here for 15 years.
30 years.
For 15 years, and some of the people, other than Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera, but some of the people who came out when Beyonce and them came out are no longer around. So I mean, that was an award they felt as though Beyonce was deserving of. I mean, come on.
But hey, anyway, she got it. Congratulations.
She got it, and there's nothing you or anybody else can do about it.
You can't say nothing about it. Congratulations. Now let's see who they gonna give it to next year, the Millennium Award.
I don't care who they give it to next year, because my girl got it first.
I'm just saying, who they gonna give it to?
I could care less who they gave it to.
So anyway, stop hating on Britney Spears. And you know what? What I think would be so great, because in the tribute they played Janet and Madonna. I think it would be great if they were a part of that tribute.
But then that would make no sense.
But it does make sense, because Britney looks up to Madonna and she looks up to Janet. And if you pay attention to her, making the videos, she always wants her dances to be close and together, like how Janet does it. She really loves Janet.
No, I'm not saying this like that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, girl, you would really have a. They would really read if you got two icons like Madonna and Janet to tribute Britney Spears. Because then people would say, what is Britney Spears to Janet and Madonna?
Okay, but you know what though? It doesn't matter, because you know,
that's like Janet and Madonna.
I say it just like this. It's just like, remember when Patti LaBelle came out and they gave a tribute to Destiny's Child. Yeah. Babyface gave a tribute to Destiny's Child. Usher did too. But so just because they was in the game before them does not mean that they're not.
I didn't say that. No, I didn't say that.
I'm just saying like
with Britney Spears.
But I'm saying it doesn't matter. I think that it would be hot. You know, people not talking about Madonna like that. People talking about Janet for her tour, but not nothing else.
Let me tell you something.
Janet, when we gonna get a new album?
That would,
that would be hot.
That would be very hot. But this is what you're gonna hear the next day. I'm sorry, but just like they read My Girl, this is what you'll hear the next day. Britney Spears will never be on Janet and Madonna's level. Never. They should have got somebody who knew in the game. They should have never got Janet and Madonna.
But you know what's the problem? I think it would be good. And Britney cannot dance like she used to because she got that knee surgery. I think she once she got that surgery on her knee, like anytime you get surgery on your knee, you will never do what you do.
Is that what it is? I thought it was. That's what I thought it was. I did.
Goodbye, Mikhail.
I did. That's what I thought it was. I didn't know. Please.
Well,
I'm sure there's plenty of people out there who had knee surgeries and probably are still kicking
but not like they used to. It's never the same. Once you dig in that knee, it's never the same.
Whatever.
But people still say, well, Britney don't try. Well, sometimes she don't try. She don't.
Did you see her at the VMAs that year when she had that bra and panty set?
That was, she wasn't in her right mind. That's why
that's
why they gave her them VMAs the next year, because they knew they was wrong for making her perform like that. They knew they was wrong. And we read
So they just gave her, we did. So they just gave her an award for nothing.
Because they said, girl, we apologize
for They gave Britney Spears 3 awards for nothing.
And she never won a VMA in her life.
They gave her those 3 awards for nothing. But yet people complain, well, My Girl got the Billboard Millennium Award. At least My Girl was deserving of that because she was honored for her career. But yet they gave Britney Spears 3 awards for nothing because they embarrassed her.
Girl, you talking about giving?
Because they
girl, you know how many Grammys Beyonce was given? Don't do it, girl.
How many Grammys she was given? You didn't get. How many Grammys she was given after she won them, right? After she won them.
How many she was given? Don't do it.
Can you prove it?
Oh,
can you prove it? Can you prove it?
Here we go.
I'm asking you a question.
No, but
you can't prove it. Then do me a favor and make it mum's the word.
Who else daddy is on a goddamn Grammy?
So what?
Grammy board? Now you know
what point are you trying to make? What point are you trying to make? Oh, her father.
I'm not trying to. I'm not proving. I'm just saying. I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
You all right?
Yeah. Yes. Let's move on. Let's move it on.
So
along.
what if her father's a Grammy committee? So
let's move it along. Let's move it along.
I mean, come on with this. Oh, her father's a part of the Grammy committee.
Because I don't want to get cursed out the next time Yvette sees me. So
that's all right. Well, you've already done it anyway. You've already burned your bridges.
Say now, let's go. Let's go.
He burned his bridges.
Chris Brown. She's like, yes, you are just tough.
You're tough. That was cold word for you're a bitch. And if he wasn't standing with you, you wouldn't be back.
So, Mikhail, he's a bitch. Don't ever invite him to this shit no more, okay?
I said, Yvette, can I call Kevin to bring him back here? She said, who? I said, my co-host, Kevin. Yeah, but hurry up. Okay. Okay.
I don't really want him here. I said, but
I'm joking.
I said, but you know what? I said they get on Mikhail too. God got them get on him too. So I can take this. I can take this. But I swear, y'all, her staff, Beyonce staff, are so nice. I don't know if they was being nice to me because Mikhail was there or not. I don't know, but they were very, very nice. And I hope that they put us on the DVD talking about 4.
And then
we had no beef.
And then, girl, when the queen herself was like this in front of Kevin, he didn't have nothing.
I didn't have nothing to say.
And she looked at him.
And I looked
he looked at her.
And I said, Janet. And then
Beyonce looked at him and went just like this.
And she paid the. No, I'm not gonna do that. Not gonna do that. Not gonna do that.
What did she do? Tell me what she did.
She paid the other girls no mind. She's like, hey, and kept it moving. Now Beyonce, now you know no girls are standing out there for you all the time.
Well, who did she acknowledge?
She was like, Mikhail. She was like, hey, and kept it moving. And you know what's his name? Julius.
Oh my
God. Julius need to have several seats.
Okay.
Wait, did you see the picture when Destiny's Child was together? Julius, now girl, you be taking it too far.
Yeah.
Too fucking far.
Wait a minute. When Beyonce came back to give me a hug and he turned around and started, I'm like, damn, can she give me a hug without you all up over us? Damn.
He takes his job seriously.
Seriously.
Like, who is going to hurt Beyonce? Like, for real.
It's Beyonce.
I remember when we was at Fantasia concert, she told them, sit down.
She told the security guard to sit down.
She's like, they're not going to hurt me. Like, come here, give me a hug.
If anything, they gonna throw her ass a book.
Okay? No.
Dr.
Wakanda,
Seuss.
girl.
Yes.
You know what?
Dr. Sam I am. Green A's and ham. His girlfriend is. I'm just saying.
Don't read our soul sister. Don't do it.
I'm not. Because one day we may need her on the show.
Okay, and let's talk about Antoine. Mr. Antoine.
Who's
her
that?
boyfriend.
Oh, God.
Mr. T-Mobile. Let's talk about him.
Let's read him.
So Chris Brown is going on tour with Kelly Rowland, and the dates are announced. They are coming to Philly, I believe, October 28th.
That's my birthday, bitch!
Okay.
I'm going.
Can I say it real quick? Can I say it?
Yes.
I don't live here. I don't live here.
Yes, that's going to be a hot show. It's going to have Kelly Rowland on selected. I believe. I don't think Kelly's going to be able to do all those dates because she got to do X Factor. But it's going to have Tiger and three ring circus guy.
Britney Spears and
I want to say Wale, but it's not Wale. T-Pain, him. Yeah, because they got that hair. That's what I'm thinking of. So, yeah. So, tickets, I believe they're on sale now in select cities. So, make sure y'all go to chrisbrownworld.com or mechanicaldummy.com to find out the dates for the tour. Or I might have them inside the more info box. Last night, the show Affion Crockett came out.
Excuse me.
A lot of people are calling it the bootleg version of the Chappelle Show. You know, it does remind me a little bit of Chappelle's Show where he talks to the audience and then he's featured in all the skits. And, you know, I like the show. I can't say that I enjoyed the show, but I liked it. I don't think it would do great during daytime, like primetime TV, but it would be great if it fit that slot that Mad TV used to be on Saturday nights at 11 o'clock. I think it would be good in that time slot. He really needs to bring the funny. Like, I mean, you laugh at some parts, but it wasn't like knee slapping, ha ha ha. You know, like how about to say Jay Leno, like how Dave Chappelle was. If I was drunk, I probably would have found it more funny. And I'm being honest, like if I was drunk, I would have found some of the skits a lot more funnier than what they were. And you decided not to watch the show.
I decided not to watch it because I didn't find him too funny when he was on Wild 'N Out. Like I know exactly who he is. His impersonate, he does a great job with doing impersonations, but I just don't find him all that funny. I didn't like Wild 'N Out. I used to try to give Wild 'N Out a chance every so often because everybody used to always talk about it. And every time I watched it, I just didn't see what was so great about that particular show. And then when he used to do his his comedic skits, it just was never funny to me. I mean, how many times can you impersonate a celebrity? I mean, until it gets repetitive, where we're like, okay, we ever saw you do that before.
Well, I think
we know you can do Jay-Z. We know you can, like, come on, be funny.
He killed the Jay-Z joint on the intro of his show, though.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, Dave Chappelle, the thing about Dave Chappelle's show is Dave Chappelle's show was totally different every time you watch. And mind you, I was a latecomer to Dave Chappelle. I did not watch Dave Chappelle at all when everybody was watching it. And then when I started watching it was just as it was ending. And I really was like, wow, this guy is really hilarious. Like, his whole skits where he would pretend that he was the blind black guy who thought he was white and he was a racist, and the Prince skit and the R. Kelly skits and all those different, it was just hilarious. It was something different, and you could tell that Dave Chappelle was being him. He wasn't imitating the other celebrity. It was just him being funny. Affion Crockett, which I'm still trying to come to bear with his name.
He made fun of Dave Chappelle on there last night too.
Well, of course he did, because that's where he got his inspiration for the show from. No shade, but shade. I mean,
it's executively produced by Jamie Foxx, so his name is on it too. But
Jamie Foxx made sure he promoted that show last night.
Yes, with his name on it. Oh, he did?
Yeah, you ain't seen him tweet it?
But I mean, I don't even follow Jamie Foxx.
I don't either, but for some odd reason he popped up in my timeline. Like, who the fuck follows Jamie? Excuse me, but who follows Jamie Foxx?
I do.
What?
He be talking that funny shit on there. Funny as shit.
Really? Really? Yeah, really.
Funny.
He was funny in his In Living Color days.
No, he was an asshole back in them days.
You weren't even born back in those days.
I watched enough of them though.
Would you see it live the In Living Color reruns?
Yeah. I'm about to get on Facebook and Xbox.
What is the matter with your nephew?
I don't know. He's excited Chris Brown's coming to town.
Woo! That's my birthday. That's my birthday.
But I'm going to go. I'm going to go.
We're all going.
But and Watch the Throne is on tour. Everybody is going on tour at the same time. They're trying to take all of our money. I know the music industry ain't that broke where everybody need to go on tour together and take all that money.
At the same time. Wiz Khalifa, Big Sean, Kelly Rowland, Chris Brown.
No, Kelly Rowland's on.
And don't try it now.
No,
Did you say I'm trying to correct them? You heard the shade.
No, that was just you caught that shade real fast before I could get it out. It was a jokey joke.
So
also, you could try my mother about her Millennium Award and her 16 Grammys and her father being in the committee. But I can't try Kelly from Destiny's Child being on Chris Brown's tour, who came out about 15 years after she came out in the industry, huh? Oh, I can't try her.
But Kelly is still baby steps, okay? Baby steps. She just can't. Girl, who gonna run
Kelly
to
is
Kelly
walking backwards. She's doing baby steps and then she's crawling again.
Who is gonna run to? No, for real.
No, for real.
She gotta build it up.
She
She
did.
just can't. I mean, she could go on a little
I agree.
TLA, like, you know, little smaller venues than Tower Theater. But I mean, like TLA, she could do that, or Electric Factory. But I'm just saying, no, I'm not trying. I'm
No,
being
he's not
honest.
trying. He is being honest. But let's just keep it 100. Let's keep it 110. Who would have? Let's keep it 110. All right, real quick. I'm not throwing shade because I like Kelly.
Yes.
And you know I do. But let's keep it. And by the way, I listened to her album on Saturday, and it's a very good album.
I told you.
I was sitting in the car at the gas station waiting for my friend to pump his gas. And you know, he had the album playing. So I had no choice but to listen to it. But I was like, oh, girl, you better go hear with this album. It actually is pretty good. But let's keep it 110%. Who would have ever guessed in 10 million years that Kelly Rowland would be opening up for Chris Brown?
I would have thought she'd be opening up for Usher, but
I would have never thought she'd open up for anybody.
I think no, but she's not that big enough. She's not that big enough over here to do that.
Well,
but she's big enough to go overseas and on her own tour.
Iraq.
But over here,
do you hear what he's saying?
She can headline her own show in Iraq.
Do you?
Goodbye. But she can't do that over here. But over there, she can do that. They go off for Kelly. They go off. So, but y'all not gonna do that tonight.
It's already been done.
Who's that?
Your mother.
So, the flash mobs in Philly. I know y'all been seeing our city on the news and it hasn't been good. But the flash mobs, like, I don't understand why people in Philly are that bored where they're attacking white people on the streets. And gangs of them, just beating up people for no reason.
Well, that was quick.
Why do you think they're doing that, Mikhail?
Because they don't have any home training. And then some of them do have home training, but once they step out of their home, they forget the training that they got while they were at home. And some of them are hanging around people who don't have home training. And so therefore they are letting those people with the lack of home training bring them down. Because you know, some people are still under that peer pressure. You know, they see their friends doing something so they feel as though they got to do it too. I don't understand the flash mob thing.
You can't get me to do that. It's stupid.
You could never get me to do that. Just start running up to people and attacking them for no reason whatsoever.
And they do it because they know they can get away with it. But you know what? It's too many cameras.
But you know what's so funny? Is that
No, these been on Facebook.
these, first of all, they're kids.
Mm-hmm.
And how you know that they're kids, or the people who think like kids, is because they are so stupid. They are recording themselves doing this and then posting it on the
Facebook
internet.
and YouTube.
And then this is giving the police the way to find them easier.
Because they track the IP
Because
addresses and stuff. So
I mean, y'all don't. A fifth grader could figure this out faster than they could. They don't realize that when they're recording this and posting it on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter, this is giving the police. They don't even have to come searching for you. Go to do Facebook and they'll find a video and then find you like that. And they're not even using common fucking sense. What did my mom used to say to me? Common sense ain't too common. It ain't. Because some of these kids don't realize it. And that's the only thing I'm going to have to say about the fact. Look at Richard in that picture.
You look like a fat blubber.
That's back then. I'm skinny now.
No, skinny now? What is he looking at? What kind of mirrors y'all got?
Look at
Y'all must got 3D mirrors
This
in
is the
here.
rapper boy right here.
So
He said he's skinny now.
well, if he's skinny, I'm just thinking.
If you skinny, then you must be anorexic. Anorexic if he's skinny.
But to me, I think that these flash mobs, I love that. Richard, shut the fuck up.
That's why
Trying to get his
you're
buzz
I
up.
love that. Yeah, I love that Mayor Nutter is cracking down on it, and that he has a temporary curfew on teens being downtown on the weekends. And over 60 people got arrested that were under 18, and I believe that their first thing is a warning, and the second time the parents will be fined up to $500.
And the parents should.
Yeah,
Some
because you
people
should
do-
know
yeah.
where your children are,
Yeah. You should.
and you should have them in check.
And if you know parents that the city is giving the teens a curfew, then you should make sure that your children are at home or in a home. And then, you know, because there was some...
Sometimes you have different situations. Y'all talking a whole lot of bullshit.
No. The problem is, she just want the problem is, let me tell you what the problem is. The problem is,
you was at all the time, mother.
I was here. And I was here.
It's not you. It's not that everybody.
Well, that's because you was a damn house mouse.
No, first of all, I was home.
Listen.
No, what are you? She's just trying to find something to yell about.
Listen. It's not that we're saying that parents should know where your child is every minute. But the thing is, if the city is giving the kids a curfew, then parents should make sure that their children are behind closed doors.
Well, you try, but you can't always succeed.
Well, you know what? The parents ain't trying enough.
Your ass needs to be found.
Yeah. Locked up and put away,
the parents are not trying. The parents are not trying hard enough. And the problem is that half of these teenagers are their parents.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so if the teen is 14,
it wouldn't be nice.
Let's say, come on now. I was in high school in 1998, and half of them was pregnant. Okay. And now it's almost 2012. Okay. So if they 28, their kids are now teenagers. They're not concerned about their damn kids.
Pregnant.
No, how long you been pregnant? Don't try it. These parents are not doing enough, and then you gotta realize that these children that's terrorizing the streets are gonna have to take care of us when we get older, and they might have to take care of her and might be doing anything. But but it's bullshit.
But it's bullshit. But this is the thing. Nowadays, I don't want to sound old, but nowadays, kids. That one right there don't get their ass whooped no more. They don't know what an ass whooping feels like.
No.
They don't know what an ass whooping feels. Why? Because the parents is 28 and 30, and they're 16 and 17 with 28 and 30-year-old parents. You get my drift? Kids can't be beating kids. You see what I'm saying? So I mean, come on. If the city is giving you a fair warning, because it's not like the city is just popping up and doing this. If they're giving you a fair warning and saying, look, parents, if we catch your child one time, we're going to give them a warning. The second time, we're fining your ass. The third time, somebody's going to hell to jail.
And if a child is under your roof and you don't know where they at and what they doing, something ain't right with the parents.
Something ain't right.
Something ain't right with the parents.
Now, granted,
this is your house. This is your house and your rules, right?
Granted, I will take your mom's side for half an ounce, okay? Granted, my mother and father didn't always know where I was at. But best believe when curfew came, I was at 308. That's where I was at. Why? Because I didn't want my ass whooped. Because my mom and dad came from the old school, they whooped ass. They didn't talk and they didn't give time out, they whooped ass. And they didn't whoop ass with this, they whooped ass with any belt and instrument they could find. So, no, they didn't do that. But it was a belt. That's what it was.
So I just think that these people really need to get it. They need to get it in control.
They do.
And it's fucked. It's really fucked up that these children are our future, and half of them can't read. Oh my God!
Oh, but
the teachers are now cheating on the test just so they can keep a damn job.
Ain't that something? Ain't that something? But you know what's so funny? You got kids out here. They can't read. They can't write.
They can't count.
They can't count. But they can get on Twitter and Facebook and cuss each other out.
And they don't spell right.
And they don't spell right.
Look at the grammar that be in our YouTube videos.
They could just do everything but pick up a book. Hell, some of them don't even know who the last 2 presidents of the United States was.
Or fill out a job application. It's effed up. It's effed up.
It is effed up.
So we gotta step up, Mikhail. We gotta go on tour.
You can ask somebody who was president before George W. Bush. I don't know.
Bill Clinton.
Bill fucking Clinton. And who was president before Bill Clinton?
George Bush.
And who before him?
Reagan.
And before him?
Nixon.
Carter.
Carter, then Nixon?
No, Ford.
Oh, go on, sad. You know what? Oh, wait,
talking about the kids.
Nixon, wait a minute. Nixon resigned, right? And then Ford took over, right?
Yes. But I said,
I'm just, look.
I'm talking about the kids. Look at damn Adele.
I know most of them. I'm dating back to 30-something years ago.
Around your time.
No, it's not my time.
You said you graduated in 1995, right?
From middle school.
Elementary
school.
Oh, you said high school.
High school, I graduated in 98. No.
98? Let me get all the way from you.
Wait, no. High school. It was 2004. It was supposed to be 2002.
98. Girl. You was a big girl.
98. Oh, that nigga like, oh, Kevin is too lying about his age
He's
now.
lying about his age
he really
now.
telling the truth.
I got my lie together.
He just said he got out of middle school in 98, and then he said he got out of high school in 98.
I was so happy when I graduated.
So look, y'all, I got a laundry list of shout outs. Today is the 3rd anniversary, the first time that we recorded a video together. So I got to start out with the Janet clan, and that includes Miss Shannon, Takara, Marcus, Tirza, Purple Pleather, Inez, Sherry Mara, and Zabby Mara. I hope I said your name right. And everybody else who I slept outside with on the corner of 5th and 46 to get Janet Jackson to sign our books for True You. Shout out to Gil. Gil, you know, you set up that phone call with me and Janet, and I will never ever forget that. And you were just a nice guy. You hung out with us at the Atlantic City show. You got us in VIP with you. We had such a great time. You came to Philly. You know, I treated you in Philly. Man, just thank you so much, Gil. I will never forget you. Of course, I'll never forget you. And, you know, I hope to see you soon. Shout out to Candy from Sweet Addictions TV and having the sweet and greet. I won't be able to make it this year, or we won't be there this year, but I hope you guys have a good time. If you guys decide to do something, help me out. Tamar and Vince. Shout out to Tamar and Vince. Thank you guys so much again for believing in us and for wanting to go on this journey with us. And to the Braxton sisters and for Tony Braxton. Hey, Madison. Do it again.
Did you get some ice?
No, did you get some? You was outside all that time. Did I get? I'm
You
recording.
didn't buy any ice yet?
Yeah, she just wanted. She was wanting to sing. Shout out to the Braxtons and for Tony Braxton for giving me some advice when we were sitting down talking. I don't know, Richard. Shout out to Gaga's team, who include Lisa, Allison, Stacy, and Wendy, who always are so nice to us when we're backstage at the Gaga show. Shout out to Chantel, Michelle Williams, Kelly Rowland, Beyonce and her whole staff, Marsha Ambrosius, the singer Shirlise, who is now with Rico Love's label, and K. Michelle. Shout out to the people that we interviewed: Lady Gaga, Mindless Behavior, Jasmine Sullivan, and Steph Jones. Did I miss anybody? No. Shout out to the concerts I've been to: Fantasia, Lady Gaga like 5 times, Janet Jackson 4 times, Rihanna, and Celine Dion. Shout out to the YouTubers: B. Scott, your boy Nunu, Africano Boy, 3LW TV, Much Love from Kentucky, Drama Dupree, Mr. Joe Work, Brian B, Miss P TV, Wessa from Aiken Extra TV, This Is Mac, Patty LaBelle, Patty LaHelle, excuse me, Sam from That Grape Juice. Even though we done had a little tiff or whatever, shout out to you. Shout out to Trent of the Lava Lizard, who was a part of That Grape Juice. Shout out to Miss Gia. Richard.
I don't live here.
I'm about to turn the Xbox on. Tron.
Shout out.
Tron from Worcester T.
Yeah, you are shout out.
That's alright, I'll be back.
Zim Van
Don't
Adams.
worry about it.
Zim Van Adams.
Niggas think y'all got it made.
Shout out to he was talking about Richard.
But if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't have this show.
Zim Van Adams.
He's naming the whole YouTube
and Alcohol Harmony. No, I just want to give a shout out to everybody.
Shout out at Ivory Escobar. Follow me on Twitter.
Bye. Shout out to the city of Atlanta, who always shows the Skorpion Show so much love when we are in town. Shout out to Nicole Bitchy, Idolater, New York Magazine, All the Hairpin, WGCI, and Concrete Loop for posting our videos on your website over the past year. And a special shout out to Angel, because Angel always looks out for the Skorpion Show. She was posting our videos on her website, had an ad up on her website for free. Do you know how much it costs to post something on your Richard?
I don't
Richard
live here.
Madison, turn the Xbox off.
You turn it off and I'm gonna
turn it off. I'm asking you to be
I'll
quiet.
punch you in your mouth.
Who is he talking? He's not talking.
Yes,
he is. Come on.
Wow.
Turn the Xbox off.
So like I said, Angel always posts us on her website, had our banner up on there for free, and it costs to be posting people out there, but she loved us so much, she did it for free. Anytime I need advice from Angel on blogging, she is always there to talk to me, and anytime we talk almost 2 hours, because we don't know when to shut the hell up. You know, I had fun at the Concrete Loop party That was a whole lot of fun meeting people, and you know I'm not used to what you call that.
That was a
networking
whole mess for me.
It was fun. Oh yeah, but that night, yes. That's not really the night.
Oh no, I'm talking about that. I'm not talking about that part.
Oh. Yes, it was.
But that part of the night was a mess too. Okay. But that happened last year. And this is the whole new year, so we're keep it cute.
And we're going to have Angel on our show very, very soon because we got to pick up our awards. And thank y'all for nominating us and voting for us to win 3 Black Weblog Awards. Thank you guys so much. And I got to put this book up. Let me zoom in because this is, I got the zoomer now. This is Angels on Fire's book. Oh my God, where is it going? Where is it going?
It's coming close.
Okay. Laws of blogging. What you need to know if you want a successful and profitable blog. Please pick up this book. It's only $9.99. Go to Amazon.com or BarnesandNoble.com. Pick up this book, especially if you want to get into blogging, because a lot of people always write us on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Some people still write me on MySpace, believe it or not, or DM. What do we have to do to get blogging, or what advice can you give us?
You still remember your MySpace password?
Yes, I do.
I don't remember mine, and I wish I did so I can get all those old pictures off of there. But I can't remember it.
I say that this book is really good for y'all, and the best thing is to be yourself. Do not be a phony. Just be yourself if you want to get into this business, man. And I have a lot of fun. Thank you to all the fans that support us. And we look forward, and by August 15th next year, I want to say that we have secured the TV deal. That's what I want to say by next year. Any goals for the next year?
Yeah, my goal for next year is to meet Beyonce at least 10 times.
How about let's get Beyonce on the show?
Skorpion Show.
Yeah.
You know why? Because I'm tired of this shit. We didn't already have Lady Gaga on the Skorpion Show, what, 4 times already? 3, 4
times.
3. And she even did a sit-down interview with you that was featured on certain sites. Beyonce, girl, don't make me come looking for you.
Yes. Tweet Columbia Records and at Beyonce and at the Skorpion Show that you want her on the show. We're now on a campaign now. I know B. Scott had his campaign. He probably gonna get her on, but you know what? She need to come on the Skorpion Show.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right. That's all right. Cause this week, that's all right. Yep.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, and I know y'all watching, so y'all already know we gonna say.
So you already know what I'm gonna say when I see y'all. So
you want to give out a shout out?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Shout out to Beyonce.
Yes, that's what he told.
Shout out to Beyonce.
Shout out to Beyonce. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Tamar and Vince too. Again, one more time. Shout out to y'all. Y'all done took us to LA and stuff. We met people. We was out there. Well,
yes,
I was out there
had
at
us sleeping in the
Grammy
hotel.
party. Yes.
You know.
So and stuff I thought I would never ever do. And that best one with that last hotel we was at,
the London.
Braxton, yeah, the London.
That was the best.
That was hot.
That was really hot.
Yeah. So shout out to y'all, and shout out to Lisa for always. Just anytime we call, she know to get the schedule rights and everything.
Even when we're getting on her nerves.
Yes.
Because you can always tell when somebody's getting.
Oh, but she like, no, it's all right. It's okay.
No, it's all right. But you know, that no, it's all right means yeah.
Yeah, bitch, you on my fucking last nerve.
Because I get that same no, it's all right when people call me at work. No, it's all right. It's all right.
So.
No, it's all right. Am I bothering you? No, it's all right. It's all right. Then you put them on hold. This bitch, if she called me one more fucking time.
One more time.
I told her that they was coming.
So thank y'all for watching. We'll talk to y'all later this week. Peace.